Tip Top Comics number 15, published by United Feature Syndicate, cover date July 1937. Featured highlighted characters such as Tarzan, Little Abner, Ella Cinders, Jim Hardy, Captain and the Kids, Hawkshaw the Detective, and many more. King Comics number 16, published by David McKay Publications, cover date July 1937, featured a Joe Musial cover. There is a mile-high pedigree copy of this book from the Edgar Church collection, one of the earliest books. It features a Popeye cover, and some of the highlight characters are Popeye, Henry, Flash Gordon, Little Annie Rooney, and King of the Royal Mounted. New Adventure Comics number 17 from DC Comics, cover date July 1937, is also Volume 2, number 5. It features a funny cover by Craig Flessel of a boy chased by a bear. Some of the other highlights include Nadir, Master of Magic, a 4-page story from writer-artist Bill Eli under the alias of Will Georgie for this fantasy supernatural story. And Bill Eli also gave us a 2-page Dale Daring story. Siegel and Schuster returned with Federal Men in a 4-page detective mystery story featuring the character Steve Carson. And Steve Conrad Adventure was a 4-page story from writer-artist Craig Flessel. Popular Comics number 18 from Dell Comics, cover date July 1937. Highlights include the return of Dick Tracy in a 4-page story from writer-artist Chester Gould, Little Orphan Annie, 4 pages from Harold Gray, and Terry and the Pirates in a 3-page story from writer-artist Milton Caniff. Mickey Mouse Magazine number 22 is also Volume 2, number 10, features a Donald Duck cover and featured many different types of strips featuring funny animals such as Mickey Mouse and the gang. More Fun Comics number 22, published by DC Comics, cover date July 1937. Some of the most influential scripters and artists of the early days of DC worked on this issue. Some of the highlights include a cover by Vincent Sullivan of a kid returning from a fishing trip. Will Eli wrote and drew Sandra of the Secret Service under the alias Will Georgie. He also gave us a 4-page Jack Wood story under the alias Will Georgie in the detective mystery. And also in Johnny Law, 4-page story credited to Will Eli as Will Georgie. Radio Squad returned in a 2-page story from the team of Siegel and Schuster. And the team also gave us Dr. Occult in a 4-page story. Siegel gave his real name, but Schuster used the alias of Ruths. Mark Marson returned from writer-artist Tom Hickey in this early science fiction story. Craig Flessel gave us a bunch of stories, 2 pages of Bradley Boys, 2 pages of Hanko the Cowhand, and 2 pages of Pep Morgan. Ed Winiarski wrote and drew Jungle Fever in 4 pages. This was the last appearance of this strip, and it was a continuation from New Adventure Comics number 16. And Famous Funnies number 36, published by Eastern Color, cover date July 1937, was still the longest running modern comic book series. Cover art by Victor Pazmino. Some of the highlights include War on Crime, a 4-page story written by Rex Collier, with pencils likely by Kemp Starrett. This was the first crime genre comic story that had been published ever and was running issue to issue. S.M. Iger gave us Queenie in a 1-page story under the alias Bob Bliss, and he also gave us a 1-page Bobby story. Copyright Eisner Iger. And Buck Rogers returned in a 4-page story from writer Philip Francis Nolan with art by Rick Yeager under the alias Dick Calkins in the classic science fiction title.